like Cliff Brown is what we call the early work. Don't let him catch the ball close to the basket so early. Rod Neely has a tendency, you see right here, of waiting behind and letting Brown catch the ball right down there, what we call on the block. And when you're that close to the basket, particularly against a strong import, you're going to have a tough time stopping it.
First personal foul, laban kay Rod Neely.
And if you notice the contrast and difference, the way that Meyerhofer is trying to play Neely when he posts up on the other side, he's fighting, trying to not let him catch the ball close, trying to really move his feet. I think that's something that Rod Neely's going to have to commit to during this series.
Here's Aranya. And now Neely. Fight to shoot. Again, shot clock winding down para sa rain or shine. And here's Derby, open shot. Ball will stay with the Elasta Painters.
Barely getting a shot off there. Nice extra pass from Mercado, but you know, that was again, B-MEG is not getting any easy looks in the half court. They're really doing a solid job defensively. Rain or shine, no easy buckets, which goes back to why they're trying to attack off of that fast break as much as possible.
Norwood. And now JRS. And that's going to be a reach and foul at penalty na itong B-MEG Derby Ace.
So that's going to put J.R. Reyes on the line, and that's really beneficial for Rain or Shine, who's, again, hit this stretch now where they've been having some difficulty scoring the basketball. Now every reach-in foul will put them to the line with a chance to get 2 points.
Meyerhofer just picked up his third personal foul. So Canaleta and Meyerhofer, they did their job, and now Pingris and James Yap are back on the floor.
And James Yap will go up against Jeff Chan there, or depending on how the matchups go, but Jeff Chan in the game for the first time. A shooter in his own right, and a nice mix. I think Jeff Chan is a nice mix with Norwood and Mercado and Rod Neely, because those guys like to penetrate. Jeff Chan, a very good spot-up shooter.
We're nearing the halfway mark of the second quarter, and a steal by Mercado. Sol Mercado is fouled. You see, that's the only way you foul Sol Mercado. You just have to push him away.
Yeah.
Because he just has tremendous upper body strength.
Yeah, upper and lower body, and core strength. He's about 210 pounds, I think, and so as a guard, you just, there aren't many guards that heavy. Even a guy like Roger, who's obviously one of the strongest guards in the league, I think has a tough time with the physicality of Sol Mercado. You know, you saw again, how does Rain or Shine score? Another turnover in the backcourt by B-MEG leads to transition opportunity. Mercado on the line shooting too.
You know, there are some teams that are not comfortable running up and down the floor. Some teams that, you know, prefer a slow-down type of game, but not Rain or Shine.
No, they want to get out and go. That's where their strength lies.
By the way, that was a free throw brought to you by B-MEG Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamados. Cliff Brown will miss, but he will take 2 free throws.
And that was almost another turnover before that score. Mercado reaching in there on the pass, but nice pass coming from, oh, here we see the off-balance finish, and then another nice spin move. You see Cliff Brown's footwork down there inside, and just a beast around the basket. Triple highlight for Cliff Brown.
Score natin 42-35. Namang ang B-MEG Derby Ace with 6:35 remaining in the second period. Back after these. Isang magandang hapon sa kanilang lahat. Hope you're all enjoying the action. Kami nagagalak na makasalo kayo ngayong si Mang Tom. Good luck, Mang Tom, mamaya.
How long has Mang Tom been in the PBA?
200 years. It's been around. I think he was part of the very first Olympic Games.
Grabe.
Let's go to Patricia.
I wanted to talk about Cliff Brown, but still snickering about Tito Tom right there. Well, getting off to a good start is what Cliff Brown is really aiming for here in the quarterfinals. He certainly put in a lot of work to prepare for this series. You know, if you talk to the coaches and the players in B-MEG, they will all commend Brown for his work ethic. Now, I asked him what we should expect from him in the quarterfinals, and he says he's just in tremendous shape. He can play all day, and he knows that he can have more energy than whoever is in front of him. Nico, Alex?
Well, I think that's huge. I think that's one of the reasons that the last conference they were Pure Foods. Now B-MEG won last conference was because the energy players they brought in Pingris, Meyerhofer, Artadi, energy guys. Brown is another, and with Rocky Rivas. And you see that energy right there. Who are the guys trapping? Pingris and Rivas, and Brown knocks the ball out of bounds. So you mentioned it earlier, nobody's slow on the court. They might be big, but they're not slow.
And they're very tall. Now here's Norwood. Oh, fouled from behind. There you guys will come over and say,
yeah, well, you heard the coaching staff from B-MEG saying they wanted to play physical defense, so they're not going to be scared to give hard fouls. It's playoff time. Pagdating sa playoffs, walang buddy-buddy as we look at the free throws of the Elasto Painters versus the Llamados. And one of the reasons is 7 minutes left in this quarter. B-MEG was already in foul trouble. They had already committed 5 fouls, so every foul afterwards, rain or shine, going to the free throw line. And again, that's their advantage, is the quickness, really. Quickness off the dribble, ability to attack the basket.
Really, the core of this rain or shine team, it's a very young, exuberant team. Certainly has the capacity to explode at any given time. Here's Pingris. Artadi for 3. And Neely picks up the rebound.
Well, and that's, you just got to kind of, if you're rain or shine, you got to dare Paul Artadi to shoot that and hope that he doesn't make them.
Here's James Yap. That's a big-time matchup. James Yap against Sol Mercado. Brown tries to shoot over JRS and he missed it. JRS
just lost the ball on that one.
Here's James Yap. Slices through, and the basket is good.
Again, you see James being able to attack off the dribble. He faked going off the ball screen, went to his left. And when he gets there in the paint, he takes these long strides. You see the one step and then one long stride again, jumps and gets past the help defense. Able to finish with those tiny, tiny little hands James has. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, they're huge.
If I'm not mistaken, he has bigger hands than Alvin Patrimonio.
Yeah, I think bigger than most big men in the PBA. Yeah. In fact, I'd like to see a measurement of the player's hands in the PBA where he ranks. I mean, he's got to be top, worst case, top 10.
Because that,
maybe top 5.
That explains why he has such masterful control of the basketball.
Sinasabi ko sa mga bata, sa mga programa namin, na parang suha lang sa kamay niya ang bola. Di ba?
Sa kanya suha.
Parang suha lang.
Oh, sa akin pakwan. Well, you know, another player who had big hands, the Big J. Senator Jaworski had huge hands.
Yeah, he had a pretty nice career himself too, wouldn't you say?
Pwede na. James Yap for 3. You can see the effect of those big hands with that big three-pointer. And it's back to, it's now a 10-point lead actually, their biggest lead of the game, 48-38. Bola na kay Norwood, JRS. And now Neely. Shot clock down to 10. Neely against Brown. Neely on the move. Neely pulling up. And he can't get the bounce. That's going to be last touch on JRS.
You know, Rod Neely's a very good scorer. When he's clicking, you have a really difficult time. When he's not clicking, sometimes what happens is the other guys tend to stand around and watch because it'll be, his moves will be off of 6 or 7 dribbles before he gets his shot.
Approaching the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. And lob pass for Aliado. Aliado, nice fake.
Nice fake, and then how about the finish with the left hand? As a coach, you love to see that. Finishing with the offhand away from the defense. If he had gone up with his right, I'm betting that J.R. Reyes would have blocked that shot.
And now it's a 12-point game para sa Llamados.